Francis, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
How are you, sir?
I'm good, sir. What do?
Fantastic. I just want to say, first off, it's a great honor and a privilege to be able to speak to you, my friend. It's a very exciting time for me to get your message across to a bit of South Africa. And first off, how are you feeling for this fight that's coming up with Cain Velasquez?
I'm feeling very good and also confident.
Fantastic, Francis. Obviously, when we look at Cain Velasquez, everyone talks about the cardio king that is Cain Velasquez and his wrestling, and it's two things that after the Stipe Miocic fight came into question with your caliber. So have you changed things up now with regards to dealing with Cain Velasquez's non-stop pressure and his wrestling ability?
Myself, I do not refer my cardio or everything in that fight against the Miocic because it was just the fight that I wasn't ready for it, and then many things went wrong. Many things I did to many things, before that fight. So I can refer my career before everything on that fight. I mean, I haven't fought for 5 rounds before, but I have fought for at least two. And then it wasn't like the same thing, that was different. So it's not all about my career.
And have you changed anything up? Maybe put a little bit more emphasis on wrestling.
So what do you say, have you changed, if have my change anything up? I mean, like, you mean if I keep training or what?
Do
Because in this sport, like you're just keep training, you're just learning, and like I don't know exactly what means change something up in it.
so I mean
Stop training, start training.
in this camp have you focused on any more resting, or has it been just a normal camp like you would prepare normally?
Rest, because wrestling always in my camp, grappling always in my camp. Then then the thing is, you won't go compare my wrestling. I'm not going like I started wrestle in MMA like 5 years ago, since when I just started MMA, and I can't just go there to compare my wrestling like with someone who has wrestled for his entire life. It's not the same thing. You can be good how as you want, but it's still not enough for someone who like doing wrestling, who has wrestled for his life or his whole life. So you just prepare like you know a trick. It's an MMA fight. It's multiple stage who you can bring and try to bring everyone to your comfort zone. That's it. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you ask him, I'm gonna like if I have for my training time, I train enough to be like the same level with Ken Velasquez wrestling. I would say no
Okay.
because that will not happen. This
Luckily,
this guy has wrestled his whole life. But however, I'm still able to put a game in to fight that. I fought that. I fought people who have wrestled, and most of the time it goes pretty well.
yes, it has gone pretty well a few times for you, and they seem to give you a lot of resters. But what I really want to ask you, Francis, being from Africa, you've gone through trials and tribulations in your life. You're a self-made guy who's really someone that youngsters can look up to, and a lot of people can draw a massive amount of inspiration from your story. What I want to ask you is, what does it mean to you to take back the UFC gold back to Africa?
Oh, it means a huge accomplishment. It means like for this kid who was rejected, who was like the last, like bring get something, not just only for him, but bring something back for his people, for his country, for his continent. So being a part of that action is just an honor for any African fighter today because he's going to be history and he's going to just happened. This is a proof of your of hard work. This is income of hard work. That is why you guys go out there, fight for your continent, and then finally bring the flag back. It's like the flag. It's like putting the USA flag in Africa. It's like putting Africa on map in USA. So it's amazing.
That's amazing, Francis, and we wish you all the best with that. What I also wanted to ask you there was, we heard this last weekend, Israel Adesanya spoke of an African UFC event, and he was predicting 2020. Do you think that with the likes of yourself and Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman and the South African Don Madge, who's just arrived at the UFC, do you think we'll see a UFC event in Africa very soon? And what would it be like for you to headline such an event?
Yes. I think we're gonna have a UFC in Africa in the very near future. Yes, 2020. I mean, why not even the end of 2019?
I'm with you. Let's make it happen. And the last question, Francis, before we let you go. Obviously, with a massive fight, we all know the caliber of Cain Velasquez and the caliber of yourself. So just an opportunity. How do you see this fight going out? What's your prediction?
My prediction is like this fight is not gonna go to the decision. It's gonna stop really quick. First, mostly I knock him out. So that's my most prediction. So I can submit him too.
Fantastic. Again, Francis, thank you so much for your time, man. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to us here from the whole of South Africa, the whole MMA fraternity of South Africa. We wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully we get to see you with that UFC gold and bring it back home to Africa for us, man.
Okay, thank you, Alistair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, guys. Bye.